So for today's video, I'm gonna just be showing you my process of making this super cute little crochet pie. I've never done any little desserts before, but I wanted to try and do something different today. So the things that I will be using for this little project is this light brown yarn. I think it's a size 3, a medium. And then I also have my scissors, love these scissors, and my hook, which I believe is a 4.25 millimeter hook. And lastly, my little container of needles to weave in any ends. So now I'm gonna just go ahead and begin with my little pie. So the first thing I know that the pattern asked for was a magic circle, and I went ahead and did 6 single crochets following the pattern, and from there I believe I increased all 6 of those to get a total of 12 single crochets. And I just kept going. I know the pattern just kept asking to do more and more increases, so that's what I did. So I kept increasing until I finally reached the length that it needed to be. I know for one of the rows I asked me to single crochet in the back loop only, which I did, and it created this little ring all around the bottom of the pie. And I just kept going until finally I just weaved in the ends and I moved on to the cherry part. So now that I finished the bottom of the pie, it looks really nice. I'm really happy with how it turned out. We're just gonna put it to the side and start working on the cherry filling, which is the red part of the pie that goes inside. And for that I'm gonna be using some scrap yarn that I have here in this dark red. It was a tote bag that I had made a while ago, but I actually didn't like how it turned out, so I decided to frog the yarn and just repurpose it. So the first thing that the pattern asked, and I will link the pattern in the description, it was a really good pattern. I enjoyed it and it was really easy to follow. But for the cherry filling, it says that you have to do another magic circle and to single crochet 6, I believe, and from there you're going to be working in bubble stitches to create the little bumps to make the filling look more voluminous. So I just continue to do that until I reach a pretty big enough filling for my pie. Although I didn't go all the way because the pattern did say to do 3 rounds, I only did 2 since my pie on the bottom didn't turn out so big, probably because the yarn sizes are different than the one I used for the pie crust and for the pie filling. So that's probably why it came out a bit smaller. So that's the only thing I did to alter the pattern. So you'll see at the end it looks very nice. Well, this is the finished product of the pie filling. I like how it looks a lot, and as you can see I only did 2 rounds and it fits pretty nicely on top of my little pie bottom. It looks like a little tart. It looks so cute. But this is the yarn that I had previously used for the bottom of the crust, and I'm going to be using it again to attach the filling to the crust, and we're going to just single crochet all around. The pattern does say that you should single crochet 3 stitches and then do 1 just on the filling and then 1 just on the pie chart on the bottom, and then repeat that all around. You could definitely read the pattern to be more specifics. I did kind of struggle understanding it at first until I finally got it. But make sure that the pretty side is the one that's facing out when you're going to be putting it together. As you can see, I'm like reading the pattern right here and trying to figure out what exactly it means. But in the end, I do get the hang of it. So I finished closing up the gap where I had stuffed the pie through and adjusted the bottom to make sure there was no lumps. And there it is now together, looking very nice. And from here I didn't cut my yarn. I reattached my hook and I went ahead with the next step of the pattern, which is to create this little ribboning all around the pie like a real pie has. So I basically just did a scallop stitch all around the pie to create this little ribboning effect all around it. So here I had gone all around, as you could see, and I created this little scallop stitch. So now it looks like it has like a little border and the dough is nice and crimped all around the edges like in a real pie. So I went ahead and cut the yarn, and this is how it looks. It looks like a tart right now, but the next thing that I will be doing is adding that ribboning on top of the pie, that little lattice designs that we see on our pies that go across the top. So I'm going to be making that next. So to do the little lattice, I go ahead and reattach my yarn with a slip knot to this beige color that I used for the other dough part of the pie. And for this one, I actually learned how to do a little foundation half double crochet, I think it was. The pattern shows you how to do it. She has I think she has a video for it. I don't really remember. But this is really useful because instead of making a foundation row first of just chains and then going back and doing whatever stitch is going to be either a single crochet or a double crochet, you actually combine the both and do it at the same time. So if you need to do more, you just do more, or you take off and you do less. So it's really time saving, and it makes just one row basically and you're done, because this was all it was. And if you just keep going up, it makes like a long rectangles. And I made 2 small ones, and no, 3 small ones and 3 big ones. That's what the pattern calls for. If you definitely wanted to show more of the red filling, you could do less, but I went ahead and did 3 and 3. And then I just I pinned them all on top, so I could kind of get a feel for where I wanted them placed. So once I had them all pinned, I just grabbed one of my little needles that I used to weave in the ends, and with each long tail that I left on the little pieces to be used on the latest design on top, I made them on purpose that long so I could use them to attach it to the pipe. And once I attached it, it looked really cute, and I was really happy with how it came out. The design on top is really pretty, and overall the pie is just adorable. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time. Bye!